Cooking should be enjoyable, but if you are stuck with an old cooktop, chances are it is anything but. Maybe you wait forever for water to boil, or one burner overheats while another barely simmers. Cleaning can be a nightmare, and energy bills are higher than they should be. Over time, those little frustrations add up until even making a simple weeknight dinner feels like a chore. That is where induction cooking promises to change the game. And the CIARRA 36-inch induction cooktop with 5 burners is one of the models getting a lot of attention right now. It is designed to heat almost instantly, give you precise control with just a fingertip, and even has flexible cooking zones that can combine into one large area for a griddle or oversized pot. On paper, it looks like a serious upgrade for anyone tired of fighting with outdated stovetops. But here's the thing. While many people love the speed and sleek design, some users have reported quirks like a faint buzzing sound at lower temperatures and surfaces that can be tricky to keep spotless. These are the kinds of details you will want to know before deciding if this is the right fit for your kitchen. If you want to see the current price or full details, I left a link for you down in the description and also in the pinned comments. And make sure you stick around, because next we are going to take a close look at its design and construction. And that is where you can really tell if this cooktop is built to last. Oh, and if this review helps you clear up some doubts, do not forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share your biggest kitchen frustration in the comments. In the introduction, we talked about how the CIARRA 36-inch induction cooktop promises a big leap in speed and precision, but also hinted at a few concerns like surface smudges and a faint buzzing sound. To really understand whether those trade-offs matter, let's look at its design and build quality. Right away, this cooktop makes an impression. The black glass ceramic surface gives it a modern, seamless look that blends into most kitchens, whether you are renovating a space or simply upgrading from an older stove. It is not just about looks, though. The glass is scratch-resistant and designed to withstand daily use. That said, several users mention it does take a little extra effort to keep spotless, so if you like a shiny, smudge-free surface, you may find yourself wiping it down more than once after cooking. The layout includes 5 burners, each with its own touch controls. Instead of knobs, everything is managed through a digital touch panel. For a busy household, this means fewer moving parts to clean and a sleeker countertop appearance. The controls are responsive, but because they are touch-based, you do need to keep the panel free from spills or crumbs to avoid mishaps. One standout feature is the double flex zone, which lets you merge 2 burners into one large space. For everyday cooking, that means you can finally use an oversized stock pot for soups or a rectangular griddle for pancakes and bacon without struggling to balance it across multiple burners. Overall, the build feels solid and family-friendly, but it is worth noting that the cooktop produces a faint hum, especially at lower settings. For most households, it is a minor background sound, but if you are sensitive to noise, it is something to keep in mind. And while the design is impressive, performance is where induction really shines. So next, let's explore how this cooktop handles real cooking tasks in everyday life. Now, let's get into the heart of the matter, how it actually performs when you are cooking at home. One of the biggest advantages of induction is speed. Thanks to the booster function, you can bring a pot of water to a boil in just a couple of minutes. For families, that means pasta on the table faster, or a quick cup of tea without waiting around. But speed is only half the story. This cooktop also allows for very fine control. Whether you are simmering a delicate sauce or searing a steak, the touch panel lets you adjust instantly, something traditional electric cooktops often struggle with. The flex zones are another highlight. If you cook with large cookware, a stock pot for soups, a griddle for pancakes, or even a roasting pan, being able to combine 2 burners into one cooking zone makes meal prep so much easier. That flexibility is rare at this price point and is especially useful for larger households. Still, there are a few things to be aware of. Some users mention a faint buzzing sound at lower temperatures, which comes from how induction cycles power. It is not overwhelming, but if your kitchen is quiet, you will notice it. Another point is cookware compatibility. Induction only works with magnetic pans like stainless steel or cast iron. If your current set is aluminum or copper, you may need to invest in new pots. In the last section, we looked at how the CIARRA 36-inch cooktop performs in real cooking situations, fast boiling, precise simmering, and flexible zones for larger cookware. But speed and power only matter if the cooktop is also easy to live with day after day. So let's talk usability, cleaning, and maintenance. The touch control panel is simple and responsive, which makes adjusting heat levels intuitive, even if you are not tech savvy. For families, the built-in safety lock is a big plus. It prevents accidental changes if kids touch the panel or if something gets placed on it. There is also an automatic shutoff feature and residual heat indicators, so you know when the surface is still hot. These are small details, but they provide real peace of mind in a busy household. When it comes to cleaning, the glass ceramic surface is both a blessing and a challenge. On the positive side, there are no knobs or grates to remove, just a flat surface that wipes down easily. However, several owners point out that fingerprints, smudges, and streaks are noticeable, especially under bright kitchen lighting. Getting it spotless often takes a two-step wipe. Damp cloth first, then a dry towel to polish. It looks fantastic when clean, but it does require more attention than a matte surface. As for maintenance, induction cooktops generally last longer than gas or traditional electric units because there are fewer moving parts. Still, some users report error codes appearing after months of use, which can require calling an electrician. That is not common, but it is worth keeping in mind before purchasing. Overall, usability is strong, safety features are thoughtful, and cleaning is manageable as long as you are okay with giving it a little extra care. Next, we will bring it all together with a final verdict. Should you invest in this cooktop, or is it better to look elsewhere? So, after looking at this CIARRA 36-inch induction cooktop from every angle, what is the takeaway? If you are tired of slow heating, uneven cooking, and messy cleanup from traditional stoves, this cooktop is a real step forward. The booster mode saves time, the flex zones make family cooking more practical, and the touch panel with safety features adds both convenience and peace of mind. For most households, it feels less like an appliance and more like a reliable kitchen partner that helps meals come together faster and with less stress. But it is not perfect. The glass surface, while sleek and modern, does require more effort to keep spotless. The faint buzzing sound at low temperatures may bother those who prefer total silence in the kitchen. And because it only works with magnetic cookware, you may need to replace some of your pots and pans. On top of that, a few users have mentioned error codes over time, which is something to weigh before investing nearly $700. That said, if you value speed, control, and versatility, this cooktop is hard to beat in its price range. It is especially appealing for families who cook often and want a modern upgrade without jumping into the highest-end brands. If you want to check the current price or see more details, I left a link down in the description and also in the pinned comments. And now, it is your turn. Would you switch from gas or traditional electric to induction? Let me know in the comments below. Do not forget to like this video if it helped clear up your doubts, and subscribe so you do not miss the next kitchen guide. Because at the end of the day, the right tools do not just make cooking easier, they make it more enjoyable.